Hello again, Rebecca here with the live intro. We are working on my Take a Sketch / collection series where all month long on Saturdays I create one layout using the same collection and the same sketch. So for September I used this sketch right here and I did create several layouts, which I will have a wrap up at the end of this video on all the layouts that I created. Today I'm going to go ahead and scrap these two pictures. I have been organizing my scraps and stuff, so I did find these three things that I thought would work with this, so I'm going to go ahead and pull those in. Just a couple of the die cuts. There's one more in there, wasn't there? And these two washi tapes, which I'm hoping that I can use those little pieces up. I have yet to use these on any of the layouts, so I'm going to try to go ahead and get those on there today. I did pull a lot of pink. This is the glitter foam. I am going to go ahead and use some of these guys. The first time that I'm pulling out the pink corrugated paper, which I did use a lot of the green. Some twine. Some of those. And then these are just little bits of the scraps that I have left. From previous layouts, and you guys know how I like to use these scraps first. This has been the collection I've been working with, the Photo Play Squeeze in Some Fun. It's a very travel oriented, and since we didn't travel this year, it's, we're working. I got this, the 12x12 sticker sheet, and like I said, very travel oriented, very beach, very summery, so I didn't really get a lot of them used, but it's okay. I do have a lot of 12x12 full sheets left, so I will just keep it in a collection and use it at a later date. And I'm going to go ahead and use this page, which on the back is these beautiful hibiscuses, and this one is called Hibiscus, and we're going to use this one, which on the back is a cut apart, and this one is called Summer. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward the rest of it, and we're going to see what I can come up with by using the sketch and trying to make it a little different. I think maybe I'll turn it this time or something. I don't know. Anyway, stay tuned. All right, so here I am. We're going to go ahead and get this border strip trimmed off of the stripe paper, and I'm going to go ahead and cut down the funky flower paper. I did have to look at the orientation of it because that does matter in the layout. So you do have to pay attention to that sometimes, because I have cut things wrong and then, it was like the only pattern paper that I had like that, and then it was like, oh. So anyway, this one I paid close attention to, learning. And I am going to get the adhesive stuck nicely on the back, and we are going to go ahead and line that up on the stripe paper. I'm going to go ahead and line the stripe paper up just so that it is straight. However, I wasn't really thinking it's got lines on it. It would have been straight regardless, but whatevs. I'm going to go ahead and take my pictures right here, and I'm going to cut those down. Now, I am trying to pay close attention to my voice over here because I will go live at the end of the video here to do my wrap up for my Take a Sketch / collection challenge for the month of September 2020, as this is the fourth layout that I have created. And the last one, I did not kill the collection off. I went ahead and packaged it back up at the end, and there is enough to create several more layouts. So as disappointing as that is for me, it's okay. I just stuck it back in my stash, kept it together, and I will kill it off again next year or whatever. So anyway, I went ahead and trimmed those photos down, as you see, and I've been doing this a lot lately where I've been layering the pictures on each other at a slight angle. I have no idea what my deal is with loving that lately. I have been watching several YouTubers, and they have been doing this as well, so maybe it's stuck in my head because every night as I'm getting ready to go to sleep, I turn YouTube on and I watch videos until I fall asleep. Then I wake up in the middle of the night and there's weird videos on, and I'm like, whoa, what is this? Anyway, all that to say, I've really been enjoying doing this. I'm going to go ahead and take the pink corrugated paper. I have not used that once this month, so I am happy that I went ahead and used it this time. And I'm just going to do a very slight border just to bring the hot pink up. I do realize that the pictures have a lot of red in it, but you guys know 50% of the time I match the layout to the pictures, and the other 50% of the time I roll with it. This is the roll with it. And this is me and my little sister. She's the blonde, I'm the brunette. at a Cardinals game, and we were in the Players Club having dinner before the game. So that was our silly pictures. And actually, the funny part of that is it's so old that I'm actually using a BlackBerry in the... I was so cool with my BlackBerry back then. God love it. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get some ATG and some wet adhesive on this pink glitter paper. As you know, I've been pulling in the glitter foam a lot. And this is where I kind of do... I should have pulled the release paper off the back of this glitter foam first. I didn't, and that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and try to pull it up. By the time I get it all pulled off of there, as careful as you see I'm being, man, it doesn't even work. So I just go ahead and get that put right where I want it. I'm going to take that picture and I'm going to slap it back down on there. Now, the reason that I use both forms of adhesive is because the dry adhesive will hold it temporarily, not very well, but it will hold it. It's like if I pick it up right now and turn the paper upside down, it's not going to fall off. But if I pull on it, it's going to come right up. And the liquid adhesive is, once that sucker dries, it's not coming off of that foam. So that is just the only reason I do that. Now, you know, in this sketch that I'm using this month, I had a lot of punches or die cuts and stuff that were like in a line. They were butterflies. And I was really digging using my punches this month. Something that I don't know about you guys, but I have tons of punches. I mean, not tons. I have a fair amount. And die cut and metal dies and stuff. I don't use those nearly enough. So I'm actually really trying to incorporate using my non-consumable materials. Like obviously a punch, you know, it's not like a sticker. You use it, it's done. Like that's it. A punch is something that you can use until you wear that sucker out. And sometimes it lasts a lifetime. Also with my embossing folders and stuff. So I am learning to bring those into my kits. And this month is really showing me that, yeah, it's something that I want to continue to do because I used 4 punches this month that I probably have not used in years. All of these flower punches I've not used in years. And that's sad because they're so cute, right? So what I'm doing here is I just went ahead and grabbed some of the scraps that I had left over, which FYI, I have about 6 full 12 by 12 sheets left. This photo play collection came with a lot of full 12 by 12 sheets. And you guys know how I do. The very first one is the one that I cut into all the new 12 by 12 sheets. And then after that, I just, use one 12 by 12 and scraps on the rest. So some of these are popped up on foam dots and some of them are laid flat to the page. I do go ahead and just randomly scatter that around the page. I do grab my big old bin of gems that I got about... I use them all the time on different layouts and cards and stuff. But it was like a 10-pound bag. So I have more. So I just keep refilling that little drawer that's in my embellishment container. And we just go with it. But I do think that, just like brads in the back, you should never have a naked brad. You should never have a naked tag hole. You should never have a naked flower. So I'm going to go ahead and put gems in the center of all the flowers. I do go ahead and put some wood veneer on here as well. And then after that, I'm going to go live. So I'm really paying attention right now because I know the end of this is coming and I do not want to talk over my live talkover. So anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this series. If, in fact, you would like to join me on this series in October, leave me a comment below. I'd love to have you join. I randomly pick a sketch and a collection and then I use it for each Saturday in the month. And October has 5 Saturdays, so there'll be 5 different layouts next month. So if you just want to join for one or all, that's totally fine. Let me know. So we are I'm searching for one more big orange gem. I have found it there. I'm going to go ahead and get that put nicely away. And then I'm going to come in with some of these. They're illustrated faith, the crosses, but I use them as like plus signs and X's. I'm going to sprinkle in some of the pink because as you can see, I hadn't even opened that yet this month. But I did a lot of boy layouts and I don't really put pink on boy layouts. Has nothing to do with, I don't think boys can like pink. My son does not like pink. So I try to do stuff like that. I'm also going to sprinkle some yellow in here as well. And then we're going to get those put up and I'm going to grab those little wood veneer pieces Oh no, I like that. That's going to serve, I think, as the title of my layout. And I just stuck that between me and my sister. I'm going to get this little sun stuck there, and then I'm going to come in with these hearts that I had not used at all either, and I was able to get them onto the layouts. However, they no longer had, like, there was no adhesive on the back of those little foam hearts. So I do go ahead and get a couple of them stuck around the layout, and I believe I grab one or two more. I do have to use my ATG off to the side there, just so that obviously they have some adhesive. And I'm going to go ahead and grab these and get them stuck in there as well. And then this is where we grab the wood veneer, and I'm going to go ahead and put this over here by the sun, I believe. And that may be it. And a pineapple. And then after that, we're going to go live. So thanks for watching, guys. And I will see you in just a bit. Bye. All right, so you guys just seen me wrap up the last of my September 2020, and this was the sketch that I used, and now I'm going to go over all of the collections. So this was the first one that I created, and as you can see, I did really stick true to the sketch with the tags and the elements in the right places. And then over here, and just the one picture. Now this one I went ahead and did two pictures. I made a wider banner. I still have the tags in kind of the same orientation, but my die cuts are in different areas and they're stacked, and just I got the title over here as opposed to the title over here. So, you know, so that was the second one I created. Here is the third one. Still, again, true to the layout, two pictures. I did go ahead and create a cluster up here, which was not in the sketch. The title is up here and not down here, but only 3 of the punches. And fourth one, as you just seen, I went totally off the board and flipped it. I have no tags in the layout and tons of punches and die cuts. So if you would like to join me next month, just drop me an email below and go ahead and give me a thumbs up for this video if you did like it. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.